Good morning and welcome back to our 30-day gratitude journey. If I'm welcoming you back and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you won't miss any further videos in this challenge. If you like daily inspiration to go out there and live your best life, hit that like button to let YouTube know you want to see more inspirational and encouraging videos in your feed. Also, if you are encouraged by today's video, then go ahead and share this with your friends. All of these are easy, free ways to help support my channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to smash that notification bell and select all so that you can be notified anytime I upload a video, share a short, go live, or even post an encouraging post on my community tab. Let's hop into today's video. We're already on day 10, so let's start talking about one of the areas in our life that we often don't take time to find gratitude for, our hobbies. I don't know about you, but without my hobbies, I would be as boring as they come. So whether you eat or drink, whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. That was found in 1 Corinthians 10:31. Hobbies should be done for the glory of God, just like the rest of our lives. We do everything in accordance with God's plan in our lives. So as long as you are glorifying God in all that you do, there is nothing wrong with having hobbies. In fact, it is encouraged. The greatest happiness comes from being vitally interested in something that excites all of your energies. That was said by Walter Annenberg. Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. That's 1 Timothy 6:17. God has given us everything for our enjoyment. Some of us do not like to paint, are not gifted or talented at that, while some of us are not gifted in the written word, playing an instrument, or even growing a garden. Each one of us were created with talents and gifts that we can use in our life to not only bring ourselves pleasure, but to also bring pleasure to God Himself. There's an unknown quote that goes, "Hobbies remind us to be thankful for the simple pleasures that enrich our lives." I think that if we don't find interest in a hobby, then we leave ourselves up to fall into traps, traps that are set before us, traps of gossip and traps of entrapment, traps of slander. I don't know about you, but slander is a terrible word. I mean, it's a terrible thing to have on your record, let alone your spiritual record. 1 Timothy 4:1-5 says, "The Spirit clearly says that in later times some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. Such teachings come through hypocritical liars, whose consciences have seared as with hot iron. They forbid people to marry and order them to abstain from certain foods, which God created to be received with thanksgiving by those who believe and who know the truth. For everything God created is good, and nothing is to be rejected if it is received with thanksgiving, because it is consecrated by the word of God in prayer." We went over that verse yesterday when we were talking about food. But today, it applies to your hobbies as well. Because of the current darkness of our hearts, we must be careful not to make idols out of created things. But God isn't displeased when we enjoy a good meal, marital sex, a football game, a cozy fire, or a good book. He's not up in heaven frowning at us saying, "Stop it, you should only find joy in me." This would be as foreign to God's nature as our Heavenly Father, as it would be to mine as an earthly mother if I gave my children Christmas gifts and started pouting because they enjoyed them too much. No, I gave the gift to bring joy to them and to me. If they didn't take pleasure in it, I would be disappointed. Their pleasure is my gift to them. Their pleasure in my gift to them draws them closer to me, and I am delighted that they enjoy the gift. The same with God. He puts these gifts in us, and He wants us to see us find pleasure in them. I sit every evening writing this book. And yes, I'm still writing it. Y'all just haven't gotten updates. I have a big update coming very soon. But every night as I sit and write this chapter, I find delight in watching these characters come alive on the pages that I'm writing. And I can only imagine the pleasure He gets out of seeing my pleasure out of using the gift and talents He put in me. Of course, if children become so preoccupied with a gift that they walk away from their father or mother and ignore them, that's different. The preoccupation with a God-given gift can turn into idolatry. Enjoying that same gift with a grateful heart can draw us closer to God. I think that's why I have written more books in faith and more of a faith genre than anything, because it is my love message from God to His people and back to Him. It's a way to bring a relationship with Christ alive in people. And I don't know about you, but when I'm reading a book, I can get lost in the characters. I'll be flying through the pages, and before I realize the book is over. And I'm sad because the story came to an end. And that meant my relationship with that character came to an end. Gratitude sweetens even the smallest moments. That's another quote said by Unknown. God welcomes prayers of thanksgiving for meals, games, books, relationships, and every good thing. When we fail to acknowledge God as the source of all good things, we fail to give Him the recognition and glory that He deserves. We separate joy from God, which is like trying to separate heat from fire or wetness from rain. Every day we should seek God in the food we eat, the air we breathe, the friendships we enjoy, and the pleasures of family, work, and hobbies. Yes, we must sometimes forego secondary pleasures, and we should never let them eclipse God. And we should avoid opulence and waste when others are needy. But we should thank God for all of life's joys, large and small, and allow them to draw us to Him. My taking pleasure in a good meal or a good book is taking pleasure in God. It's not a substitute for God, nor it is a distraction from Him. In the words of Westminster Short Catechism, it's what I was made for. It says, man's chief end is to glorify God and to enjoy Him forever. Mary Davis once said, "The more grateful I am, the more beauty I see." When we use hobbies and leisure activities as opportunity to worship and glorify and thank God, we are acting in faith. Faith is what pleases Him, and seeking Him is what He will reward. And without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him. That's found in Hebrews 11:6. Hobbies done to glorify Hobbies done to God's glory could be something He might well reward. Either way, when done to honor Him, they certainly won't be considered worthless in our gracious Father's eyes. He created each of us as individuals with different interests and skills and talents, and using them to His glory is part of being a good steward. Different activities may even be a means of connecting with people we might otherwise never meet, and provide opportunities to share about the God we love and serve. Do it wisely. Do it for God's glory, and do it with joy and thanksgiving, knowing that every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. James 1:17 says, "Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows." It's nice to serve a God who doesn't change with the weather, huh? Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. That was said by Melody Beatty. What if the answer to every single problem you are facing today is gratitude? What if you could correct anything in your life by simply adopting a lifestyle of gratitude and thankfulness? What would that even look like? Perhaps when you first wake up, before you even open your eyes, you gently whisper, "Thank you." Give God praise because you're gifted another day. How about being so grateful for hot water, for a nice hot shower, for running water so you can flush the toilet, brush your teeth, and wash your hands? How about gratitude for the fact that you have a K-cup and water, and with a flick of a button you have a nicely hot, fresh brewed cup of coffee? What if you were thankful for the makeup you have to make yourself presentable for work, clothes to get dressed in that were washed and dried ready for you to put on? Do I need to keep going? Okay. What if you took a second to be thankful for the children you have to wake up and make breakfast for your spouse that you got to kiss as they left for the day? What about the pets that just want your time, attention, and cuddles? Do I need to keep going? Okay. What about being grateful for your car, your job, and your home that wasn't broken into or that kept you warm and dry? What about being thankful for the company you work for, the paycheck you do receive, the errands you get to run after work? All of this is a privilege, you know. There are many who do not have kids who long to be parents. Many who don't have homes, own cars, or even a job. Yet here you are living it up and complaining the whole time. Remember I said the other day, complacency is the death of gratitude. Be careful what you become complacent in. It could be taken away and given to someone who would appreciate it much more than you have. Now I'm going to leave you with one last quote to ponder. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. That was said by John F. Kennedy. I hope that somebody is listening to these and getting inspired and encouraged to go out there and dig your heels in and live a life of gratitude. Be so grateful that you're brought to tears with how much you're blessed with. Little knickknacks on your desk like pumpkins and a gnome and a pumpkin plaque just because it's autumn. What about the phone you have in your hand? Are you grateful for it? Are you grateful that you can hear my words? Are you grateful that you can see the pictures that are flashing on the screen? Get so grateful for the little things, the little minute things that you think doesn't matter. And you will see a flood of gratitude come within your spirit. And you will see things in your life turn around. Your prayers will get answered. Your dreams will come alive, and your life will turn out for the better. Give it a shot. I challenge you. I triple dog dare you. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.